Hey people, welcome to the Monday stream. It is 6:30 p.m. It is June the 8th. I had to look. And it's around 23 degrees, but not muggy. Nice breeze in the air. All in all, pretty good. Pretty good to start off a new week here. Hope you're all having a good Monday so far. I know Monday is not the most favorite day for a lot of people. And welcome to everyone popping in. Good to see you all. Leo Chung, Chantel, Gertish, how you doing? Daniel, good to see you. Hello, William and Harjot, Carol L.E., Cookies and Chaos, how you doing? John Nicholson. I'm just scrolling through the chat. What's up, Susie? How you doing? Rosalina? Glad you could make it. Auntie Wolfie, and good evening. Hello, Ashnix, Tavane, Drew Costin, Greg Keating, what's up? Picard, Engage. F.N. Anderson, Kyle Walker, Hugh Monaco, Raymond Dean. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Jake Eves, Zach, Jillian, and anyone else that I might have missed. Raphael, Darren Schaefer, the color purple. I always feel like I'm going to miss someone here. Salayada, hello. And Yo Alex. So hello to all. Well over 100 people already here. I don't think I named 100 names yet, but for those in the chat, hello back to all of you. Yeah, very pleasant conditions today. My phone didn't even force me to turn on the anti-overheating protection this time. Intruder alert, hello. Math doctors. I'm just here in the East End, kind of near my place. What's up, Donkey? Mr. Adam's Apple. Hey, Vasily is in the house. So we're going to walk east for the first part of the stream. This is Moss Park across the street. This is Shooter Street right here. Coming up to Sherborne, I'm going to cross the infamous Sherborne Street and keep heading east. Maybe I'll take us over to Parliament. This is the part of Sherborne that gets a bit dicey. If you go south of here, down towards Queen, and north of here, up towards Dundas. A digital blade. My day was very chill. I didn't really do much all day. Sort of hung around in my apartment. What's up, Santa Sack? Here's the Moss Park Apartments over here. Very pleasant, Greg. It's a very pleasant evening for a walk. I wish it would stay like this, but it's going to get all hot and muggy again later in the week. So I'll enjoy this while we have it. Looking towards the Sky Tower, looking that away. What's up, Alan K? City Emerald, hello. The air smells fresh. Smells actually pretty nice right around here. Adolfo, hello. And Alina, good evening. The Toronto sightseeing bus goes right through Moss Park. We might see some interesting things sometimes, I bet. Damon, Washington. Pretty much cookies and chaos. That's pretty much what I was thinking. I don't see anyone on that bus though. Maybe it's not on its actual route. Maybe it's just on the way between carrying some passengers right now. Hey, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is in the chat. I ran into Spider-Man during a recent stream. Spider-Man sniped me. Quad mods. They just parked the bus in Moss Park. Or maybe somebody stole the bus and they're just driving it back to familiar territory. Knicks or Spurs? I don't know, both sound painful to me. I'd rather avoid both of those things. All right, we're heading down Parliament. Hey, hello, Sam. How you doing? Hello, a spectator. The dude that stole a bus. Yeah, he was pulling a Kramer, right? Stole a bus, but yet he still stopped and picked up and let passengers on and off the bus. I never see anyone hanging out at Hangout Street right there across. Oh, there's a person. Hey, look, there's another one. There's two people hanging out at Hangout Street. That's good to see. Hey, Megan, welcome. We're at Queen. Kind of on the boundary between Moss Park and Corktown here. Corktown that away. Moss Park that away. New library coming soon. Look at that. Well, that's cool. New downtown library branch. Is that replacing another one in the St. Lawrence neighborhood, I wonder? There's one kind of on Front Street, not too far away. Is that one closing and this is replacing it? Well, it's being put to good use now, right? A library, I'll take that. Hey, Craig O'Connor. Is that what's happening, Quad Mods? Because I thought I heard that a while ago. Some people weren't too happy about it. People who live more in the heart of the St. Lawrence neighborhood. They weren't too happy about having to come up here because people still perceive this as being a bad, sketchy area here. And a lot of people are saying they don't want to come here. Even though it's about a 5 or 10 minute walk away. Hey, how you doing? Ken Lan. And Me Johnson, hello. From PEI. Toronto's Do Up Music Guy, Just Smitty. Got a lot of more people popping in here. Hello, Jada. Jada has entered the chat. Richmond Street. I'll just be wandering around during World Cup activities, seeing what's up, you know. Just checking out the hubbub. Hey, what's with all the hubbub? Bill Chow. Yeah, I did hear about the passing of another actor from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, yeah. Anthony Head, who played Giles, passed away. It was sad to hear. Just in his early 70s too. I think it was pneumonia, was that the cause? Hey, Elvis is in the building, or I guess the stream. How you doing, Elvis? Nice old buildings here. Yeah, Anthony Head, his brother is Murray Head. He did that song One Night in Bangkok from the 80s. It was a popular song. Hey, Famous Master, hello. So that makes 3 actors from Buffy who all passed within the last year or so. First it was Dawn from the show, and then Xander, and now Giles. Hey, CJ Iceman, welcome. Am I seeing an increase in tourists? Not necessarily. The city just seems busy like it would normally be once the weather warms up. I bet you by the end of the week, though, we'll see probably a lot more people who are tourists or seem to be tourists. There's people sort of wandering around looking confused and lost. That's kind of how you can sort of tell that they might be a tourist, right? Because you see every type of person in Toronto. So it's no really reliable way to know whether they're a tourist or not. They're walking around in a big pack, gawking at things, at all the more touristy locations, like at the Toronto sign, CN Tower, the aquarium, all that stuff. Then you could probably be safe labeling them as tourists. Whoa, that's some unexpected music that just erupted out of that guy's car right there. All right. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? Lorraine McLean. Sweet Aura, welcome to the stream. Light timing while walking, yeah, sort of like walking at a slower pace also. I mean, not everyone walks fast in Toronto, obviously. I walk faster than most Torontonians, but people who kind of stroll along, sort of looking around, maybe the clothes they're wearing are another indicator. Building reminds you of a tiger. I think this is a data center. I think the big empty lot next door, though, was supposed to be another data center, but I think that's been changed now to a residential tower is going to be going up on that empty lot right there. I'll take that over another big data box. This one has been here for quite a long time. It predates the rise of AI. You thought this was the YMCA? Well, I'm pretty sure it's a data center. There's no signage. It doesn't look like a building open to the public or anything. Hey, Whitby dude, hello. Shade here. Let me look at the chat. Hey, Aaron Hockey. Alright, there's the distillery across the street. I'm sure that'll be packed with tourists from out of town very soon. It is already, once the warm weather comes around. But locals love that place too. Johnny be good. Go, 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 Johnny, go. Yeah, I think a lot of kids are getting hyped up about soccer right now, or football. In a big way due to the World Cup, right? I think my nephew Max and my sister Melissa got a special invite to go meet the Canadian men's team. Go have like a meetup with them. Hey! There goes Liam, just bikes by me here. Nice fountain. His Max is a budding soccer star. This is the Esplanade.
Good?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just enjoying biking around. Yeah. Oh, nice.
I'm live right now.
What's that?
I'm live right now.
Oh, you're live?
My DJI.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
you just...
I hope I am. Yeah.
You just have to, like...
No good.
Is that a different bike or the same bike?
This is the same
okay,
bike.
you're just like reloading and carrying on?
I have a
okay.
yearly pass, it's 135. So
Right.
I have a membership, so I could just take it out at 45 minutes every time.
Okay, you just have to put it in and take it back out? Yeah.
Well, you just have to scan the QR code.
Just make sure you don't go over the 45 minutes?
Yeah, I have. Well, it's fine. There's no, there is a late fee, I think, because I did get charged like $8, but it's fine.
Oh,
It's only
okay.
$8.
Okay, yeah.
But
you'd rather not pay $8 if you can help it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny though, it keeps on charging my code. I don't know why. So I don't think that membership actually freaking works.
Oh.
This is fine. It's a credit code, so it's paid over.
Right.
So.
Well, where are you off to now?
Home, my home probably.
Okay.
Back home, because I went to the islands and I was like, really cheap. And then I saw the Ontario line. I know that's
right. Right.
safe.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go because they caught myself.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Well, have a safe ride home. Watch out for errant squirrels or raccoons or, you know, or any other creature that might jump out in front of you. In Toronto, you never know. It could be anything.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. It could be a Henry that came from back from 8 years.
It could be any number of human beings. Yep.
Yeah. We have been continue walking. You gonna be coming down to college next weekend?
To college?
Taste of Little Italy.
Oh, probably. I don't like doing those street fests, but I usually do them.
I know, because
so,
everyone does it and it's the
yeah.
same thing.
So I'll probably do that too, yeah.
Probably be there Friday.
And I'll probably do the Danforth one because
Danforth,
it's coming back. Yeah.
When is that? Do you remember? I don't remember.
August sometime?
August, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not the end of August. Anyway.
Hey, R10 Gaming, how you doing? Crikey, good to see you. We're just seeing Epic Nation HD as he's about to cycle off into the sunset here.
Yeah. I like how I could just take this all the way back.
Yeah.
Well, not all the way back. Might go to maybe I'll go to Showboat and then back up because the bike lane.
Yeah, yeah. And that's a good spot to have some humans maybe jump out in front of you too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
There's a whole like the at Adelaide and somewhere along the route. There was a whole police situation.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's pretty typical for that area. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have fun.
All right.
Bye.
Later. There he goes. Let's watch his mounting skills here. Ooh, smooth. There we go. Hello, Imran, and everyone else. We're walking along the Esplanade. Just talk to Liam, Epic Nation HD. Got 330 some odd people here already now. Very nice. I love to see it. It's a pretty lively stretch here along the Esplanade, you know. There's always lots of activity here. It's just a popular spot for a stroll. People love to walk their dogs around here too. There's like a park running all along much of the street. It's like a linear park. Hello, Alan. We have another Ellen in the chat. Is the chat getting spicy? I'm kind of missing some chats here. I know I missed a lot of stuff when I was talking to Liam there. Nothing wrong with a little spiciness, but just keep things civil, obviously, right? I have a list of chat rules down below there in the description. As long as you don't break any of those chat rules, you should be okay. $3.15 Tricky, how you doing? Hello, what? What? I don't know. So here's where they're giving the park a do-over here. Revitalization. Ooh, look at that. It looks nice as it is. I mean, before they started digging it all up, but it should look pretty spectacular if that's the plan. Oh, illustration does not reflect final design. Okay. Well, let's just hope it ends up looking like that. What if it looks nothing like that? Who do they think they're fooling? Yeah, you always got to read the small print. Yeah. KLE, how you doing? Even a new park, or a revitalization of the park, someone has to always chime in with their 2 cents, right? We don't need no revitalized park. We like the old park just as it is. Oh well, I don't really have one view or another regarding it. I thought the park was nice as it was, but if it looks even nicer afterwards, then I guess okay, that's good. I don't see what there is to complain about. Hey Richard, hello, $2. Politico speak for don't blame us if we screw up. Right, pretty much. If it doesn't look anything like this, you can't yell at us. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate the support very much. Cheers. Breaking the super chat seal. Crossing Sherborne again. Shaved your beard off. I'm kind of digging the beard, so I'm going to keep mine for a while. Hey, hello, Gary. It's good. This is sort of like an unofficial dog park here. It's not an actual dog park, but it's always used as a dog park, I notice. It does have an awesome view of the Sky Tower. What's for dinner? Steak and eggs, delicious pizza slice, double cheeseburger, tacos. How about pork chops and applesauce? Of course, I don't really eat pork chops, but you know.
And then the pressure's going really down.
I do like applesauce, though. Into the Old Town / St. Lawrence neighborhood. Old Town is sort of like a wider area, and St. Lawrence is a neighborhood within Old Town, basically. Very lovely, yeah. I know I've said this before, but this is like ideal streaming conditions right here. For this far into June, this is ideal streaming conditions. Yeah, I know we're not that far into June, but it could be way hotter at this time of year, and it has been already, and it will be in a matter of days, so I like it right now. Hey, Alan K, $3. Happy Monday. Thank you very much, Alan. Same to you. Or is it Tuesday Eve? Haha. Cheers, Alan K. Happy Monday to you. Dynamics, good evening. a Michael Keurig. Meeting of the pooches.
Yeah. We all look alike.
I could totally enjoy living here on the Esplanade. A lot of the apartments here are co-ops too. And other forms of affordable housing. I like the sort of mid-rise density mostly, with some taller buildings popping up around the area now. But it's good. And if you look at old pictures of this area from like 50 years ago, most of this wasn't even built up then. It was just sort of a industrial looking zone with train tracks and that sort of thing. Three-hour stream? Maybe, Chantal. I mean, I have been doing that lately. It's very possible we'll do it again. Here's Lower Jarvis. Yeah, the old spaghetti factory is just up ahead. Libo C, yes, Henry is back, that's right. Toronto Tech in Transit did a long stream to get back into the swing of things. I think it was like 7-8 hours long. Longer than any stream I've ever done anyway. So welcome back, Henry. Did he encounter a dingus? I guess it wouldn't be a back to the streaming sort of proper stream unless you encounter at least one dingus, just to welcome you back, you know, into the fold again. Keeping an eye on my signal. Sometimes when I come up here my signal crashes out, but it seems to be holding steady. Bevy, that's right. Bevy's back also. So welcome back to both Henry and Bevy. Bevy is a streamer out of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Carl Roth, how you doing? Did you have your first dingus as a walk streamer? Cookies and chaos? All for 10 likes. Sometimes people underestimate how popular IRL streaming is, you know? They make little cutting remarks sometimes, not realizing that you can have hundreds of people watching. Oh, are you showing your 10 viewers the streets of Toronto? Yeah, I'm showing all 10 viewers. Here's Market Street here. This is the upper level of St. Lawrence Market. I guess it's the street level. It's just, it slopes down. But there's two levels inside the market. There's the main level and then there's a lower level. Maybe I'll go down to the end over here, then we'll walk down Market Street, because Market Street is all pedestrianized. We'll just check it out. I've seen travel YouTubers or food YouTubers, though, come to Toronto specifically just to go to St. Lawrence Market, where they're making a video. And they walk through the market and check it all out, but they don't even know there's another level. So they'll do a video just walking around the main level, and they'll say like, oh, this is really cool, but I thought there'd be more to it. And then they leave. And then it's like, you didn't even go to the other level, you dumbass. There's a whole other level. It's like they couldn't do a little bit of research first to find out, you know? It's like, yeah, you only saw half of it, so. All right, we're at front. And Market Street. Until mid-January. What the heck? Hey, cheers, Alan K. Look at this. This is kind of cool. We got a beaver with the Flatiron building on it, which you can't see right now. It's all covered up in scaffolding and tarps and all that, but that's what it normally looks like. You got the tower. Can we see the tower from here? Ooh, we just can. Okay. There we go. Get to the tower. Johnny B. Good says, nice beaver. Alright, Market Street. It's not very long, but it's still quite nice. Pretty soon, though, Church Street will be pedestrianized for a couple of blocks at least through the village. This is just one block here on Market Street. So maybe at least twice as long as this along Church. I think it should be longer, but I guess I'll take 2 blocks over no blocks. Hey, Jefferson, hello. I'm going to utilize one of these Muskoka chairs here. There's a nice wide armrest I can use to put my gimbal down for a second. Davey Andy. We got 364 people. Hey, welcome everyone. Not quite an hour in yet. But if you're just joining, welcome to the stream. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. You do have to subscribe, but it's completely free. Isabelle, hello. Welcome. Nice of you to come and say hi. Dan Harmison, hello. Baby Grinch. Couldn't believe how easy it was to subscribe, right? Yeah. I encourage you all just to try it to see how easy it is. You won't even break a sweat, even if you have no air conditioning in your apartment. I always like to say maybe it feels really, really good to hit that subscribe button. Hello, Jennifer. Watching from Pacific City, Oregon. Hey, that's awesome. I have had a few other Oregonians, I think. Is that what you call a person from Oregon? I've had a few others before. So, welcome to the Continuum. Or is it the Ken Continuum, as some people have said? It feels so good, maybe even a little too good. But you don't want to abuse the subscribe button, no matter how good it feels. I'm just being silly now. All right, we're at the foot of church. Hey, Rochelle. Good to see you. Let us walk up church. Yes, let us walk up a church. Well, look at the Banksy. There's a Banksy right over here. There we go. That's an original Banksy. It has protective covering over it, but it looks like people still try to smash it, you know? Like, who are these idiots? What are they trying to do? Because how would those cracks get there? Obviously people were like hitting it. You get like right on the head, you know? People are like just complete dickheads, right? Trying to deface the Banksy, maybe. Hey, Tara, hello. And Rebecca. Yeah, someone stuck that sticker on there. I guess that's not too bad, but better than trying to smash it. What's going on here? Got like a CD. Got like two pairs of glasses? What? Why? Got some... What the hell? Damon Washington, $5 for the root beer fund for later. Thank you, Damon. Thank you very kindly, Damon Washington. Much appreciated. Stop touching evidence. Yeah, just what a weird assortment of things here. Like, what's with the two pairs of glasses? Why? And who is that? Miss 60. Miss 60? Who is Miss 60? It's all very mysterious. Okay, we're in front of an eye care place. Does that have something to do with the glasses? I wonder. I think you won't get given I'm trying to do some Sherlock Holmes mystery solving here. Indubitably, the glasses come from the eye care location, located right here. Optometrist, eye exams, spectacles, glasses. I think we're onto something. Miss 60 is a clothing line, okay. Something I did not know. Hey, Mahmood, hello. Promo DVD, yeah, it could be. Xenia, hello. They were taken to the upside down. Here's the original shoreline of Lake Ontario. Everything south of here, all the way down to the present shoreline, was filled in. It's all man-made land that they filled in. Because the lake used to come all the way up to here. Kind of unbelievable. I did a video about that a little while ago. There have been at least 2 different shorelines over the last 100 years or so, as they filled in more and more land. Hey Scott, hello. You'll take the square headphones. Well, they're there. If you're around the St. Lawrence area, they're probably not going anywhere for the next little while at least. Hey, Yvonne Atherton, welcome. You saw me traverse Hangout Street before. It seems like every time I would walk past there, no one was ever there though. And hello Choppy, welcome. A hunka hunka burning love. I feel like I've been standing here for like an hour. Okay, there we go. North Up Church on the east side of downtown still.
It's like
I just kind of thought I'd try to avoid walking west on any of the big less tree-lined streets because I'll probably be blinded if I walk west with the sun. It's okay on the Esplanade because there's so many trees there. But once you get more into the core of downtown, there aren't so many trees, at least not mature trees anyway, on the major streets. The mighty St. James Cathedral. I think it's still one of the tallest church spires in North America. maybe top 2 or 3. I think St. Patrick's Cathedral in Manhattan might beat it, but I think it's right behind that. And of course, when this was first built, it dominated the Toronto skyline in the 19th century. So many streetcar wires here. It's like a spider web of wires, right? Speaking of spider webs, that's right, we have Spider-Man, or we did have Spider-Man in the chat here. Was that his doing? Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, can't you see? Just like flies, look out, here comes a Spider-Man. Did you know that song was recorded right here in Toronto? The Spider-Man theme from that show. It was recorded here in Toronto with a local singing choir or whatever. The CBC Singers or something like that they were called. And the voice of Spider-Man was a Canadian voice actor also. All the voice actors were Canadians, I think. I had the song stuck in your head. You didn't know that, Miss Lobo Bob? Hey, look at these. Meat. Got like food delivery dudes, but you have actual motorcycle riders also, and regular cyclists. You got it all here on Adelaide. You got it all. Hey, Devin Sullivan, hello. So I'm going to keep walking north up Church for a while. I'm not sure how far. What's up, Just Ice and Peas? Welcome. Kind of creeping up on 400 concurrent viewers. Those three-wheeled things are called spiders? No way. That's a weird coincidence, isn't it? Hey, Kurt D, how you doing? Hey, chances are fairly decent that might happen, you know, considering how often I'm out wandering around. Looks like this sidewalk is almost back to normal after years of construction here. Have some new shops opening at the base of this new condo tower. Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Yeah, the guy who voiced Spider-Man and Peter Parker also voiced Hermie, or whatever his name was, the elf from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the famous animated Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Christmas show. So he did the voice of that elf. The Ramones version, yeah, that's pretty good. What time is it in Toronto? It is 7:44 p.m. Here's another web of streetcar wires up here. Walloping web snappers. This area is quite interesting at times, this intersection here. Hey, good evening, Toronto. Glad you could hop in. And hello, Neville, also. Yeah, there's Toronto and there's Toronto, right? There's two YouTubers with names that might sound pretty similar when you pronounce them, but you can distinguish the spelling between them if you look closely. That's right, Chantel. Ugh. I wanted to put my gimbal down, but all these garbage containers are pretty disgusting. Do I really want my gimbal to touch this? Okay, let me see. Whew. Quite the aroma there also. Ugh, let me get a move in here. Yeah, we're crossing Shooter. We were at Shooter at the beginning of the stream. Way down there. Way down there. Over yonder. Sanitize my gadgets, I know, right? Sunset must be pretty close to 9 o'clock these days, right? We're getting close to the summer solstice. Hey, XPN, hello. Closer to 10 p.m. where you are, Ashnix. Holy jeez. Are you like way up north? Are you up in like northern Alberta or something? For some reason I thought you lived kind of in my area. I don't know why I thought that. Here on the east side of downtown Toronto. Edmonton, okay, so I was guessing pretty well then, right? Northern Alberta. Well, it's more like central Alberta, but it's still pretty far north compared to Toronto anyway. I'm very familiar with Edmonton, as you may know. I have a whole playlist of Edmonton videos and live streams. And there'll be more to come. Crossing Dundas. Hello, Bath. It's good to have you back. Yeah, nice wide sidewalk. I've been walking for An hour and 21 minutes and I still haven't even broken a sweat. Just barely though. I mean, I'm kind of on the verge of it. I can feel it. I can feel it, but it's just going to get cooler and darker. So maybe I'll avoid breaking a sweat. Who knows? How many steps am I up to so far? Oh, not that many so far. Probably an hour of walking is around 6,000 steps usually, like for me. So, you know, we're not very far. We haven't accumulated very many steps yet. There's a nice mural. Hello, Cam, are you here? Welcome. Pamela, hello. Alec Marshall. Oh yeah, we're we're ready. TMU campus, formerly Ryerson. Maybe I'll walk through the nice little quad over here. They have a nice quad in the center of campus. That stretch of Church Street right there is a bit dull, so I think the quad will be much more pleasant on the eyes. Hey, Wolfgang. Jedrostin. Thanks again, everyone, for checking out the stream. Thanks for all the people who might be first-time viewers, popping in and saying hello, or for subscribing, all of the above. If you have subscribed, though, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when I go live. I go live 3 times a week usually. But on the other 4 days of the week, I post a video to the channel, a pre-recorded video. So every day there's a walk, either live or not live. This is like a little oasis in here. The school might not rank very high in the world rankings of universities, but it still offers a lot of good stuff right in the heart of downtown. It has some pretty respectable programs that it's known for. But I just saw a recent ranking of universities around the world, and the University of Toronto, the other main downtown campus, that was in the top 25 in the world. And I think TMU here was like number 700 or something like that, so quite a vast difference, right? I'm not sure if it was exactly, it was around there anyway. It was like way down, like in the multiple hundreds in the ranking. Of course, you can take these rankings with a grain of salt, obviously, right? There's a bunch of different rankings that have a bunch of different results. Hey, Penman, hello. But U of T almost always ranks in the top 20 or 25 in the world in all of the different rankings that I've seen. So it's definitely considered one of the top universities on the planet. Hey, my pleasure, Penman. This started as a polytechnic school, right? Ryerson Polytechnical Institute. So it has a whole different sort of pedigree from its very beginning than the U of T. And it's also like about 100 years younger than the U of T. Even more than 100 years younger. Hey, the Tamara, hello. And hey, we got Liam in the chat here again. How you doing? Save the clock tower! This is really nice though, you know? It's very, very nice in here. Hey, Susie, yes indeed. I'm really enjoying the walk around here tonight. We've mostly just been on the east side of downtown though. I haven't even seen Yonge Street or ventured over that way yet. I'm not sure if we will. I guess we'll see where I end up. We're on Gerard. Alright, back at church. When I started the stream, it was about 23 degrees. Feeling a bit warmer with the humidity, but there's not much humidity really. And there's a nice breeze. Yeah, you need a fob to get into the buildings on campus here. A very refreshing breeze just wafting across my body right now. Feels real good. Feels almost as good as when someone hits that subscribe button. Ooh, ah, ooh. Somebody, I think, added an L to this, right? I think the L came later, is my guess. You can tell we're near a university campus.
Well, we're supposed to be
Especially that campus. That campus is known for activism. Lots and lots of activism, much more than U of T. I always like to joke that maybe the U of T students are too busy studying all the time to engage in large amounts of activism. I kid, I kid. U of T is University of Toronto. That's the major downtown university campus. The oldest one, the biggest one. Yeah, I never claimed that Nipissing was a good school. It was the school in my hometown, so that's the reason why I went there. Pure convenience. I think Nipissing is really only known for its teachers program, right? The education program there, I think, is the only really notable program at Nipissing. Am I going to Shoppers? I don't think so. Now, Nipissing is a lake. The city is North Bay. North Bay is the city, Nipissing is the lake. It's also the district. The district of Nipissing, which is sort of like a county. Just less organized than a county. So you have Nipissing District. The city of North Bay. And Nipissing University is in North Bay. But there's also a little village called Nipissing also. It's just a hamlet, really. Just a little hamlet. I think it's just called Nipissing Village. There's not much to it. Hey, hello, East Story. So when is this closure happening? It must be imminent. Within the next week or so, I'm thinking, right? When they close Church Street. I just wandered up this way out of curiosity. I wasn't sure if it had already been implemented or not. I guess not. Not yet. Yeah, Lake Nipissing is a very popular lake for fishing, yes. People come from all over southern Ontario and even like the neighboring US states. New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania. And they go up to North Bay just to fish in Lake Nipissing. Yeah, there's another lake in North Bay called Trout Lake. It's way smaller than Lake Nipissing, but it's deeper, colder. It's also good for fishing. Here's this apartment building that Gordon Lightfoot lived in back in the day. Like late 60s, early 70s. Around there sometime. He lived right there in that building. Wrote some of his songs while he was living there, obviously. It's better? In some ways it's better, yeah. Lake Nipissing has the itch sometimes. So sometimes some beaches are not suitable for swimming. It comes and goes, right? There might be some warnings sometimes. You don't want to get the itch. And Lake Nipissing also gets covered with shad flies during the summer for a few weeks. They hatch out of the lake anyway. Trout Lake doesn't have those problems. But Lake Nipissing is way, way bigger, and it has waves. It has big waves on a windy day, so that's kind of fun. And it's shallow. It's really shallow, so you can walk way far out in Lake Nipissing, and it doesn't even go over your head. You have to go way further out before it finally goes over your head. So that's kind of fun too, if you're not really into deep water. And warm too, due to it being so shallow. Yeah, it is very warm. North Bay gets its drinking water from Trout Lake because it's much deeper, colder. looks like I'm heading towards Yonge Street. I'm on Alexander Street right now. Turkish cuisine right there. Buddies in Bad Times Theater. That's for live theater. Sort of one of the first gay or queer theaters, I think, in Canada. Check out the chat. Sorry if I'm missing any chats. I'm trying to keep an eye on everything. But sometimes I look around at everything around me and I might miss some chats. I still like looking around at everything in the city after all these years of walking and living downtown. It's still fun for me to just experience it all, you know? Hey, Mark. When I want to stand on the sidewalk for a minute and I don't want to get in anyone's way, I always stand right in front of something like this. I'll stand right in front of this because I'm thinking no one's going to walk here, because why would they, right? They don't want to walk into a pole, so I'll stand right where the pole is and then I'm not in anyone's way. And I can just stand here for a while as long as I want. Without being a nuisance or blocking the path. But Toronto being Toronto, there's always someone who insists that I'm still in the way. It's like, were you planning to walk into this pole? Is that what you're planning to do? Otherwise, how the hell am I in the way? All right, we're on Yonge. I guess we made it to Yonge Street. Stop blocking the pole. I want to walk through that pole. Why are you in my way? Yeah. Or sometimes I'll find like a little nook to stand in if I want to stop and look at my phone or something. That's away from the streams of pedestrians. But once again, Toronto being Toronto, one person will somehow always want to walk right there, right where you are in your little nook, you know? It's like you can't really get away from the humans. I could lie down under this bench on the sidewalk and someone will try to crawl under there with me. The sounds of Yonge Street. Yeah, we got Firehouse Subs, we got a Jappa Dog. And about 1,000 Asian restaurants here on Yonge Street now. Most of which weren't here like 5 or 10 years ago. Even just 5 years ago, most of these weren't here. Let's imagine that's the reason why, Tamara. Let's imagine. All right, North Up Yonge. Something new coming here. A new coffee shop, I guess. It's like an Asian coffee shop looking for baristas adaptable to shift work. Tea. It's going to a tea shop. Okay, yeah. There's so many tea shops on Yonge Street here now. Follow the sirens. There's another tea shop right there across the street. I've heard this place being referred to as Little Taiwan now along Yonge Street, this stretch of Yonge from College north to Bloor, basically. That's where most of these new restaurants have opened up in the last 5 years or so. A lot of them are popular chain restaurants. Popular in Taiwan and some other Asian countries. Whoa, holy moly. It reeks of urine here. This whole corner, this whole area reeks of urine big time, man. At Wellesley, Yonge and Wellesley. And not just noodles is gone. That was there before the wave of new restaurants came to the area. And then after all the new restaurants opened up, not just noodles closed down. Too much competition maybe. Hey, Pizza Man, hello. There's another tea place, Kung Fu Tea.
We'll come down to the city.
There's always people who don't like to be on stream. I just turn the camera away if I can. If I'm out and about and I see someone else streaming while I'm just walking along, I just smile and wave. Yeah. Hey, actually Atomic, how you doing? Hey, later Mark. Thanks for stopping by. It smells good. It smells like falafel or something around here. Delicious falafel. Whoops. Just hit my cord. Adjust my cord here. Got a random little bench here. Hey, Taco Mania, Mexico in every bite. And another tea place. And another one opening next door. Fresh Fruit and Tea will be opening right next to that tea place. So if you're a lover of tea, this is the place to be. House of Lords, yeah. Back in the day. Your Pokemon fix here, Magic the Gathering. But they're closed. Boo. Well, not that I indulge in any of those things, but I just like to see everything open. Hey, Carlito's Ways. And hello, Ella. And have a good night, Rochelle. Thanks for checking out the stream, and I'll see you in the next one. It's Charles Street.
Only a portable charger.
Hey, Spider-Man just walked by. A little miniature Spider-Man. All right, Mark is back. Let's let this car go. Sometimes if it looks like they've been waiting to turn and I'm the only person about to cross, I just stand for a second and let them make their turn, you know, why not? If I was in a big rush, maybe I just keep it moving, but I'm not in a rush. Hey, William Elliott. It's decently lively for a Monday evening, but Yonge Street, you know, tends to be that way when you wouldn't expect it. The four corners of Yonge and Bloor. Got a scramble crossing. No, this isn't FIFA. This is just normal Toronto busyness, right? Just a lot of people live downtown, a lot of people play downtown. Even on a Monday evening, it can be quite busy. And the nice weather helps also. Yeah, this is one of the best cities in North America for just urban walking, you know. It's in the tier right below New York City. You got New York City, and then you have the next tier, which is like Toronto, Montreal, you know. And there's a few other cities that might rival Toronto or Montreal, like Chicago, San Francisco. Some might say Boston, although I tend to think that those cities are at a lower tier. Boston, Philadelphia, I think they're a tier below Toronto. Is this the library? Yeah, this is the big downtown library over here. The reference library. And this is the Cumberland Terrace. All empty, waiting redevelopment. Cumberland Street. I don't even think you can go inside the Cumberland Terrace and just walk through it anymore. Last time I tried, I couldn't even access most of the interior.
I like that. I'm like, yeah, we use it for soccer. And you're like, hi.
Maybe just at certain hours. Not much to see in there anyway, it's all empty. Just a dead mall. Jeanette loves the library, yep. Is it my favorite city to walk? Yeah. Sure is. In Canada, anyway. I mean, around the world, there are a few others. But this is where I live, and I'm glad that I'm able to walk around in a city like this on the regular. That's one of the reasons why I was able to make a living doing YouTube, because Toronto is one of the only cities in North America that I think you can sustain a walking channel in, where you actually get enough interest and enough views. Most other cities just don't have what it takes to have a walking channel, where you just wander the streets and people like to watch. New York is really the only other one that has more going on than Toronto in terms of like how many walktubers there are, or IRL streamers who walk the streets. Toronto is easily number 2 after New York for that sort of thing. There are so many streamers here now who do this, or other versions of walktubing. Ottawa? No, Ottawa is way too small. There was one walktuber there called Ottawalks. But Ottawa just doesn't have the expansiveness of urban neighborhoods, you know. Montreal is a lot better, obviously, but even the videos and YouTubers in Montreal don't seem to get as much traction as the ones in Toronto do. There are a few in Montreal, I think, that do it, though, and do okay. Autowalks is a good name. He kind of stopped posting, though. He got all caught up in that trucker convoy thing that was in Ottawa. And his channel went from just having, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 subs to over 100,000 subs in the space of a couple of weeks, because he kept live streaming all the trucker convoy stuff in downtown Ottawa. And that kind of changed his channel completely into something different than it initially was. And then once the trucker thing ended in Ottawa, all of his viewers just left and didn't watch any of his regular videos. Just his regular walking videos in Ottawa. No one wanted to watch them. His channel just blew up due to the trucker thing. It was like going viral, you know? We're at Cumberland and Bay. Blora's just right down there. They're all bandwagon fans. Yeah, they just wanted to basically shit talk in the chat, right? They all had axes to grind and that sort of thing. So all of his chatters, all of his new viewers were just these axe grinding type people who were just there to shit talk. Obviously very, very politically slanted. And then once the trucker thing was over, they just lost interest in his channel. Hey, cruising with William. Cheers. That's why my advice is, if you're doing something like this, try to remain kind of politically neutral, right? You don't want your channel to become associated with one thing or another thing. My channel is about Toronto. It's about the city. It's not about a ideology or anything like that. This is the Yorkville neighborhood. I want my channel to appeal to everyone, no matter what side of the political spectrum you might identify with. I just want my channel to appeal to people who like walking around a big city and just chit-chatting and just enjoying the vibes, taking it all in. Doesn't matter who you voted for or whatever. Everyone's welcome. Just keep it civil in the chat, obviously. This is not a political soapbox in the chat. We are in Yorkville, yes, on Cumberland Street. There's the big rock, the big Yorkville rock. Hello, Taps.
I really liked it. Whatever.
Oh, the rock. Got a billions years old rock. Billions of years old.
Yeah, actually, because this is these. I have.
Is that a Rolls Royce? Oh, probably. This is the neighborhood where you'll see Rolls Royces and other high-end cars, high-end everything. High-end shops, high-end cars, high-end outfits on the high-end people. Old York Lane.
Like 40 years ago? Oh, she came to that dinner.
Yorkville Avenue. There's the Hazelton Hotel. That's like a 5-star luxury hotel. This is where the celebrities stay when they're in Toronto for the film festival or whatever. Although if I was a celebrity in Toronto, like I mean someone not from Toronto who was a celebrity and staying in Toronto, I don't think I'd want to stay in Yorkville. I think I'd want to stay in a little more edgy neighborhood, you know, with a bit more gritty character. That would just be more my cup of tea, you know. Hey, just ice and peas. Thank you very much. 12 bucks. Much appreciated. Just ice and peas. Those ridiculous motorcycles there, but thank you very kindly for the very generous super chat. Cheers, just ice and peas. That is very much appreciated. Yorkville was borderline tacky. I don't know if I'd go so far as to call it tacky, but it's definitely trying really hard, you know, to be exclusive, I guess. Hey, Chris Mills. And the funny thing is, if you go back in time about 55, or let's say 60 years, go back in time 60 years, this was the hippie neighborhood in Toronto. This was like the Haight-Ashbury or the Greenwich Village of the 60s. From about the mid-60s to the beginning of the 70s. Well, a lot of people in Toronto are very, very wealthy. There's all sorts of executives, CEOs, you know, very wealthy doctors and lawyers. There's a lot of wealth in Toronto. Of course, all the bankers and finance people, you know. This is the financial center of Canada. Big bucks. Yeah, just celebrities in general live in Toronto. Most Canadian celebrities who haven't left Canada tend to live in Toronto, more so than any other Canadian city. You know, Vancouver has some obviously too, Montreal, but Toronto is the center of all that sort of thing. Musicians, obviously, big name Canadian musicians like Geddy Lee. Authors, Margaret Atwood, you know. YouTubers, Johnny Strides. Yeah, that Drake guy, yep. Right, down Bay. That building is getting tall. took forever for it to finally start growing. Hey, have a good night, Susie. Crossing Bloor. This is the Mink Mile. I walked through here recently, so I'm not gonna do it this time, but we'll just take a peek, you know, up and down. I'm gonna continue down Bay here. Hey, Jed, hello. Well, listen to a story about a man named Jed. Have a good night, Jasmine. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, Tim. How you doing, Tim? Thanks for checking out the Monday stream. This has been ideal weather. I've been enjoying this walk immensely here. I still haven't really broken a sweat after almost 2.5 hours. Hey, you gotta love it. $320 some people and watching concurrently anyway. Once again, if you're new, come and say hi, hit the subscribe, and then you can come and say hi. Hit the notification bell also if you do subscribe. If you like these streams, because I do about 3 live streams a week. I walk around the city. Sometimes I go to other places, but mostly I walk around Toronto. But I do have lots of videos where I have visited other cities and all that, if that's your cup of tea too. So hit that notification bell and you won't miss any future streams or pre-recorded videos, because I post those on all the days that I don't do a live stream. So basically, do all the things, hit all the buttons, come and say hi if you want, or not. Lurking is perfectly fine too. But it would be cool if you did come and say hi. Do I have a bot? No, I don't like putting widgets and stuff on my screen when I'm streaming. I just like to keep it basic. But I think the temperature is probably still around 19, 20 degrees maybe. Might have dropped a few degrees since I started the stream. Hey, Kearney, $15 Runos, Dollaramas, 15 big buckaroonies. I read the Linz McQuaig book about Bay and Howe Institute. The USA was rolled by the same stuff. No, I haven't. I'll have to look into that. I have no idea, actually. Is it a spicy read? Hey, hello.
You remember me from Hamza's?
Yeah. Well, how you doing, man? Holy cow! Wow.
I told my wife
It's been a
about
while. Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Well,
streaming.
it's good to see you again.
See you.
All right. Have a good night. As I was saying, if it's spicy, I might have to look into that. Thank you so much, Kearney. Much appreciated. Very generous support. Linda Jane Jackson, hello. Yeah, and I don't use Nightbot either. I mean, Nightbot is fine. I'm not opposed to Nightbot. Maybe I'll start using it at some point. I just really haven't felt the need, you know? I can take my glasses off. Yeah, probably, yeah. It is getting a bit dark. There's still some light though. I need a root beer. Randall King. Randall. Randall. Mr. Adam's apple is still here. We'll go down Bay a bit further. I'm gonna go back over to Young though. We'll go down Young. Once I get past the part of Young I already walked up. I don't want to walk through the same part of Young twice, so we'll just go a bit further down and then I'll go back over to Young and we'll continue south. What the heck, right? It was pretty busy on a Monday, so let's go check out more Yonge Street action going towards Dundas Square. Hey, Alan K, $2. Root beer to quench my thirst. Thank you, Alan. As we look down Bay Street, Barks has bite, right? Thank you very much, Alan K. Much appreciated. See, it's still bright out here. My eyes don't like the sun. I get very squinty with the slightest amount of sunlight. It's the squint continuum. I'm one of those squinty men. Sometimes, though, that's a look that some people like, so I guess it's not all bad being one of the squinty men, I guess. Alright, going to the other side. Cross on over to the other side. Wellesley Street again. Now we're going in the other direction now. Lots of nice tree cover here. Bay Street is way better than Yonge Street for trees as you're walking, you know. Wider sidewalks too. Option. Some brand new cement here. New curbs. Looks like they're gonna put some greenery in here. Would be my guess. A little bit of beautification. Improving the public realm. No worries, Randall. Hello, Christian. How you doing? Braden and Sundin. Hello to you. Do 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 do. All right, back over to Yonge Street. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Many years ago, I had that song stuck in my head for about 3 years. Just playing in the background of my mind continuously. That was Sunshine of Your Love, not Inagata da Vida. They are kind of, you know, similar in some ways, though, I guess. The drum solo from Inagata da Vida is like ridiculously long. Yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think I could do that. But I do like that song almost as much as Sunshine of Your Love. Inagata da Vida, honey, don't you know that I love you? Back to Yonge. So this is where I came onto Yonge, on the other side of the street. I went north, so this time we'll go south. No urine smell here. It was just at Yonge and Wellesley. A lot of people tend to congregate there at Yonge and Wellesley at times, and All kinds of unsavory things tend to happen at that corner. So I'm not overly surprised that it smells like urine there. Hey, Mark S., I'm doing well. Welcome to the stream. Still lively on Yonge Street. I figured it would be. College. Cool view looking south from here. Check out the sky tower sort of glistening in the light there. A spectator. You got 4 hours to chillax. I used to work a graveyard shift once upon a time. I had a job where I started work at 9:30 and I worked until 5:30 a.m. So 9:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. That job completely decimated my social life. I had a pretty active social life until then, and then that job just basically removed me from any semblance of having a social life. I slept all day and worked all night. Yeah, the 9 to 5 in Bizarro land. The Bizarro version of the 9 to 5.
And then he broke the screen. Because after, like...
I am a natural night owl, so I figured that job would be easy for me, you know, to do. And it was. I mean, I stay up late anyway, but I don't think I'd like to do anything like that again. Even if I do sleep in late now, it's much better being my own boss.
Like, I'm thinking, like, where did it go?
You couldn't hack it? Yeah. Yeah, I had another job where I had to work some 12-hour shifts. We would call those the Grand Slam.
I should realize maybe in 3 or 4 years.
It's like, hey, I'm working the Grand Slam today. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. How was that Grand Slam shift? Oh, it was brutal.
Haven't done that.
All right, we just crossed Gerard. Coming into the Muzak zone, even on a Monday night, the Muzak zone does its thing. The Muzak zone never stops musaking. That's a new verb I just invented. Musaking. Hey, Christos. Oh, yes. Toronto culture. All the World Cup tourists will surely be in awe when they lay their eyes on this. Uh-oh. Here's the worst offender in the Muzak zone, the warehouse. So I'm gonna mute the audio just for a minute as I walk past here. All right, we're safe. We're safe from a little bit of Monica in my life. That's what we're safe from. A little bit of Erica. A little bit of Rita. We got Musacked. Hey, Jennifer Gala, hello. How long have I been live? For 2 hours and 53 minutes. Hello, Bobby. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. random little kid running down Yonge Street. Who's he with? He's just running around through the city like little Forrest Gump. Doesn't seem to be attached to any adult. Hey, no preacher. Hallelujah. It's a miracle. No preacher at Yonge and Dundas. Maybe I'll start believing. I think the Believe guy retired or something. I haven't seen him on that corner over there in a very long time. I don't know if it's true, but I read on the Toronto subreddit that when he did his thing, you know how he would just shout out, "Believe!" and, you know, he would startle people, right? That was his shtick. He's been doing that for like 20 years or more. I read on the Toronto subreddit that he did that, as he always has done, and then somebody punched him in the face or something. And then he kind of just gave up. He hasn't been back there since. He was an old man. I mean, come on. Really? You're going to punch the Believe guy in the face? I think his name is Sarko. That's his real name. Not the Believe guy. Anyway, that's just something I read. I don't know if that's actually what happened. But he hasn't been there in a long, long time. Like probably over a year at this point. So something is up, right? Sarko got socked, yeah. But if you look at some of my older videos, you can still see him doing his thing. Believe! Hey, Jollykins, hello. Let's continue down Yonge Street. I don't think Sarko used an amp though. I think he just yelled. I think he was just had a loud booming voice. He didn't really need an amp that I ever saw anyway. The other preachers on the other corner always use amps. And there's a bylaw against that. You're not supposed to amplify yourself there on Yonge and Dundas like that, but they do it and they just get away with it. But they're not there tonight. So maybe they got booted out. I don't know. Hey, have a good night, crikey. Down Yonge. I looked in there before, although there's music playing. There's always music playing in there. I could mute it and just walk around, but it's no fun to have no audio. An escape room. Got a spicy store. Yeah, maybe once you escape the escape room, you emerge into the sex shop, you know? It's like you've found the way to the promised land. Now I have that song in my head. Ay, ay, ay. I'd rather have Sunshine in Your Love stuck in my head for another 3 years. And then a little bit of blah 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 blah. A little bit of blah 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 blah. That's true, Megan, that's true. Hopefully I don't, you know, get demonetized if I stream the parade again this year. Last year I accidentally streamed a bunch of naked people. And before I realized it, before I had a chance to point my camera away, they'd already appeared in the stream. And I was like, oh no. I thought I might end up getting in trouble from YouTube, but I guess not. Nothing happened. Hey, Casey David, hello. And if I stream the Pride Parade this year, I'm going to be on the other side of the street. On the west side of Yonge, not the east side. I got a nasty sunburn standing on the east side of Yonge Street. So I'll be a bit smarter this year and I'll be on the more shady side of the street. I won't be able to perch up on that spot though that I had before. I had an elevated view of the parade on top of some concrete construction hoarding and scaffolding. Pride Parade is around the end of the month, usually the last Sunday of June. I was completely exposed to the sun for quite a long time last year. No shade. Hey, we passed 3 hours, I just noticed. Thanks for sticking it out on a Monday night. If you're a new viewer, welcome. Come and say hi if you want in the chat. But like, share, subscribe, do all the things, hit all the buttons. Yada yada, you know. All those YouTube things that you hear all the time. They actually do help. There's a reason why YouTubers repeat that stuff over and over again. It does help the channel. Cookies and Chaos is back. Is that where you are right now, or is that where you were, or is that where you're going? So many possibilities. Or is that just what you're thinking of? You were delayed. Oh yeah, I guess it was a while ago when we walked past McDonald's, yeah. Rachel David. It's ideal walking conditions right now, right? I've already said this, but 3 hours of continuous walking and I haven't even broken a sweat. How awesome is that? We're back to Church Street. We walked up here earlier. I'm walking along Shooter right now, heading east. We started the stream on Shooter, further east than here though. If it was just a few degrees warmer, I would definitely have broken a sweat though. We're just at that uppermost level where I can walk and not sweat. Any warmer and I would definitely be sweating. Shooter Street, yes, with a U though. Although the reputation of the street might be more in keeping with the other spelling, but honestly, it's not that bad. In my opinion, Shooter Street is fine. It's way better than Dundas if you're walking east, as we are right now. Dundas has way more going on. Shooter Street seems calm in comparison. Although I have encountered a few characters, of course, along here, but I still say it's much better than Dundas. Yeah, Wednesday is going to be muggy, right? Ugh. Back to the humidity. Not looking forward to it. Oh my god, get this song out of my head. Let's try to get Sunshine of Your Love back in my head. Mutual Street. The feeling is mutual. You still have the Spider-Man song. I'd rather have that in my head than that other song. Check out this little VW bus here. Holy moly. Is that like a new model of the VW bus? Is that like a recent version, or is this old? I can't tell. It's different than the old versions that I am used to seeing from the 60s and 70s, right? It looks more modern. It's smaller too. It's a bit smaller than those other ones. the old VW microbus, or hippie bus as they're often called, with all the flowers and peace symbols on them. I think it's dark blue. It almost looks like it could be black though from here. A shaggin' wagon. This guy seems taken by it. So this is new. This is like a new version. Am I right? Did you say it's electric? Is that right? I want to take a closer look, but this dude over here I think will probably start talking to me. Saying all kinds of weird things, I think, so maybe I'll just wait, see if he moves on. Hey, Phil from Connecticut. How you doing? Well, this is awesome. I'm glad these are making a comeback with a new form, an electric version. I wonder if the hippies, remaining hippies of the world, will embrace these, you know? They're more environmentally friendly, supposedly. Yeah, this guy is taking photos and doing all kinds of things here. All right. I'm going to take a closer look at it. He's moving away. I guess it's black. Yeah, it looks more black than dark blue. It's hard to tell in the dark, you know? I don't know, I dig it. I can dig it, man. Like, can you dig it? Is it not groovy? Hey, Zen Casserole, hello. Let's look at the back. I don't know what year it is. It's probably fairly recent, though. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I'm out of the loop. Got an old chair. Some mattresses, discarded mattresses. Oh, lovely. Whatever that is, a discarded little miniature Christmas tree. A little drummer boy. We have like discarded Christmas stuff here. A puzzle of Santa. It's just Yuletide garbage. Festive refuse. What the heck? Well, at least those discarded mattresses are being put to use. You know you're in the east side of downtown when this is Jarvis Street. It is sad, but I guess it's better that he's lying on those mattresses rather than on the cold, hard concrete.
And then people who were outside.
North up Jarvis. Here, Monaco, what's new? Well, you know, it's a lovely Monday evening, I guess. The weather's perfect for walking. That's about all I got. We're at Dundas. I'm gonna keep going north though, a bit further. I don't have to go that way to go home. I have another option. So I'm going to take my other option. Have I seen Johnny recently? Yeah, I guess somewhat recently. Hey, welcome, Chantel. Going north up Jarvis. A little while back, Johnny and I did a co-stream where we walked together from Union Station up to his neighborhood on my channel. And then we ended my stream and he started a new stream on his channel from inside of his apartment, where him and I hung out and we talked to everybody who was watching and we ate some pizza, chit-chatted with the viewers, and yeah, that stream went pretty well, you know. I think it has over 10K views right now. I'm permitted into the inner sanctum of Johnny's apartment. That's the second time we've done that. It was like a few weeks ago or thereabouts. Hey, thank you, Alan. Much appreciated. Like, share, subscribe. Do all the things. Come say hi. Hit the notification bell. once it gets dark, if you're walking along Jarvis Street around here, unfortunately, almost every other person you encounter will be a character of some sort. When is the next episode of Johnny and Ken? I'm not sure. But I could see us doing that sort of thing, you know, more frequently, perhaps. I think people seem to enjoy when him and I team up. The infamous Hooker Harvey's is coming up. Do 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 do. I wasn't. Just caught something out of the corner of my eye there. An unexpected music coming from the delivery guy. Hey, glad you enjoyed, Yvonne. And there's the Hooker Harveys. Blocked by a large garbage truck. No, those aren't hookers. Hooker Harvey's really has nothing to do with hookers anymore. It did once upon a time, but now it's just a regular Harvey's with regular customers enjoying Harvey's fine food. Their tasty fries and veggie burgers. It's like a Canadian fast food place that we have all to ourselves here in Canada. It's really good. One of the best Canadian fast food burger joints. I still say they have one of the best veggie burgers, even compared to all the more upscale burger chains. But if you go back 20 years or so, even 15 years, when I first moved to the neighborhood, you would still see some ladies of the night congregating around in front of the restaurant here on the corner. It was a known spot. That's how it developed the name. Of course, for years before that too. 30 years ago, 40 years ago. This whole stretch of Jarvis was a red light district, more or less, as was Sherbourne, just to the east. But the internet kind of changed everything, right? The internet allowed Hooker Harveys to become just a regular Harveys again. rigged outcome. Welcome to regular Harvey's. I think everyone will still call it Hooker Harvey's for like as long as it exists. I don't think it's ever gonna not be known as Hooker Harvey's. And it seems to be redevelopment proof. There are proposals to build a building right beside it and a proposal to build a building right behind it, like a tall residential building. But the actual corner where the restaurant is safe. That's not being included. So it'll be surrounded by tall buildings on all sides, but Hooker Harvey's will survive. It will remain. It's immortal, I guess. And I live just like a 5-minute walk away from Hooker Harvey's. I feel honored to be so close to such a legendary, you know, institution or location in the city. But we are almost coming up to my street, so I'm going to start to wrap up the video or the stream. It's been a lovely Monday evening walk, perfect weather. I had a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. So once again, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the things, hit all the buttons. And I hope to catch you in my next stream, most likely on Wednesday, even though it might be dreadfully muggy on Wednesday. But stay tuned for that. And tomorrow night I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video around 7:15 in the evening, so hope to see you in the live chat. Even though the video is not live, the chat will be live as we watch it. I'll be in the chat. So thanks again to everyone for watching. New viewers, old viewers, new subscribers, long-time subscribers, you're all awesome. Thanks to the mods, or the mod I guess tonight, Alan K, or any lurking mods perhaps. Hello.
It's alive. Hello, live.
Hello, hello. Very friendly guy there. And also big thanks to everyone who sent support with the super chats, super stickers, or any PayPal donations that might be sent my way. It's very, very much appreciated. And channel members as well. All right, have a great night, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Stay cool, you know. It's not that hot tonight, but it's going to get hot. So I'll see you all again when it's muggy and disgusting. Blah! You get to watch me suffer during the next live stream, so I hope you all are ready for that. All right, that's it. And I will not shave. No mark. No shave. All right, night everyone.